So this is ISI UGA 2024 paper, question number 5. Now you have let T be a right angled triangle in the plane. So this is T, say ABC, whose side lengths are in geometric progression. Okay, so without loss of generality, you can assume AB is greater than BC is greater than AC, right? Because AC has to be the greatest. And let this be A. This will be A. And they are in geometric progression, so this will be AR, this will be AR squared. And you have to note that R is bigger than 1. Because if R is lesser than 1, then A times R will be lesser than A, right? Oh my god, so annoying. So R is greater than 1. Why did I rub that, bro? Let int T denote the number of sides of T that have integer lengths. Then the maximum value of... Okay, so you just want integer side lengths. Now if by Pythagoras you have a squared plus a squared r squared equal to a squared r power 4. You can divide by a squared since a squared is not equal to 0. Now let r squared equals to t, then you're gonna get t squared minus t minus 1 equals to 0. So apply the quadratic formula, you get b squared minus, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So this is just 1 plus or minus square root of 5 by 2, which is actually the golden ratio, right? So t is plus or minus 5 and t is r squared. Now r squared equals to minus 5, that is complex numbers, but we don't want that because we're dealing with real numbers and triangles. So r squared is 5, so r is plus or minus 5, but then again r is greater than 1, so r is only 5. So now you have the triangle A root 5 and A 5. Plus or minus square root of 5, right? I made a mistake. So now if A is an integer, then this is not an integer. What did it say? Okay. If A is integer, then this is not integer, and this is also not an integer. So there's one integer, right? Now can there be two integers? If A root 5 is an integer, then since root 5 irrational and even A has to be something to multiply it out, right? So it's not gonna be an integer anymore. So if this is an integer, then A is not an integer anymore, so this will not be an integer. So will this not be an integer. So the same thing can be said for A5. So that means there can only be one integer side length in all the triangles. So nt is equal to 1, which is B.